Welcome once again to the 1879 actual play. I am Brad Ducker, I'm the line developer of 1879. I play the character Nigel Fullmore, and let's let everybody do the character intros. After Halloween, the goth kids hold the line. Oh yeah, no, I had done physician, and yeah, no, the disease is terminal. You can alleviate the symptoms temporarily, but it's not gonna get better. Right. I thought the extent of her plan was go outside and try to call the thing by name and get it to fight. I think the I think our better option is to focus on getting the kids out of the snow globe, because once they're out, that's going to draw the thing forth anyway. I think this is us in the hallway trying to discuss this away. Our best method for bringing this thing forth would be getting the children out. And I think that's where our focus should be, because that's really the end goal. I I think that would be the most prudent method to do. That's the one thing we have in our possession. We get where we have something solid to study. That's what we're going to need to do ultimately, eventually, anyway. And even if we aren't successful, we might learn something more by studying it. But we would need to study it. I'm talking about just let's study, let's observe it, let's see what we can find out. Almost like there's a skill for that.
River can use her skill also in off time by saying things like, in between, she went to the shooting range and practiced.
Yeah.
See, I'm nice and generous, but still waiting on you, Weymont.
There you go.
Weymont, go sit in the corner. Nobody liked you anyhow.
Oh, well, that's just hurtful. You're hurting me now. I take exception to that.
He's gonna sit in the corner and do his match theory.
It is literally all I do. What do you want?
Okay. Not to distract from the plan of dealing with it right now, because it's not that. But both Brad to this, Nigel to a lesser degree, and I'm afraid that Weymont might be turning into a weird scientist or a mad scientist. I'm not sure. But if you could
Changing
use
into?
it in the
It's a completely
first
different
place,
profession.
who's to say
Please.
that
I'm a mage. It's all magic.
Yeah. Weymouth admits it's magic.
I'm not mad. I'm just angry.
It's
I'm
science. It's repeatable for me.
okay? Say that with enough time and work, you couldn't get it to possibly trace back to the beginning, the core magic. Not that you think you can do that right now, this moment type of thing, but if a few days got you here, what could a few weeks get you or a few months? At least theoretically possible.
Theoretically, sure. But I think a few days or a few weeks would probably get us out of time, is what it would get us.
And that's why I said this isn't to go past this immediate, but it's a feather in your cap thought for later.
Mhm.
Whether it's used to try to trace down from this still, even though you've dealt with the issue at hand, it doesn't mean that everything's just gone. Apparently, magic can leave somewhat of a foot. Both
This
of you
is
will have.
fascinating. Don't you think so, Nigel?
It's certainly something, but
Again, doesn't necessarily do anything in this exact moment.
right, it's just it's certainly something. But what do we do now?
That
That's
is the road.
an excellent question. I
River.
don't.
Yeah.
I think perhaps the ideal thing would be to fall back on our original idea. If we can track this thing down, perhaps we can do something with that. And honestly, it might be quicker to track it down than it would be to find a way to free the children from the snow globe. Now, the main thing I would say is that the children in here are essentially they've been transformed somehow into a kind of spirit form almost. It's very strange.
Suppose the
Because
well, because the astral space doesn't necessarily link to the physical in a 1-to-1 ratio.
so what you're saying is that they have been transported into the astral and shrunk down to the size of a figurine in a snow globe.
In the physical, in the astral, they would still be the same size.
So what you're saying then, perhaps, is if we step into the astral, do you think we could get them that way? Because if they're the
Possibly.
same size in the astral, then surely we would also be the same size in the astral.
We would have to have some sort of a doorway to the astral to do this, but because the astral space and physical space don't map together 1-to-1 necessarily. It's all psychosomatic. It's based off of your perception. So if this is some sort of like a pocket dimension,
Don't we have a
there's
mirror that goes to astral space?
I think that
well,
mirror goes to the Fey realm, which I don't
yes,
know, that might be different.
they've they're again linked but not the same.
Stepping directly into astral space is a tall order. We would have to find some kind of magic to do that.
Well, we have empirical evidence that this works. River cuts her thumbs and puts it on the snow globe.
Just put a bloody thumbprint on it.
I don't think you know the meaning of the word empirical.
Well, you're talking about going into the astral, so
Well, yes. Have you ever been there?
Well, technically, but not directly.
Hmm. I'm trying to think if there's any other examples of this sort of thing ever happening. Going into the astral, I mean.
Spells that will create sort of a pocket dimension, which I think it might be what this is. But as far as opening up to bring things out, that's usually linked to whoever put them in.
Right? So that's why I was thinking that if we find this creature first, then we might have more of a chance of getting the children out.
Quite possibly. Is it from our magic theories? Is there anything that we can learn of the nature of whatever it is that put the kids in here? I don't see you typing. That question was to you, Andy.
I was just about to check that. Well, I can think of one thing that you hadn't done to look into it, but had been on the list of possibilities earlier. You know a professor whose specialty is Fae, but you hadn't had a chance to talk with him.
I suppose I could phone that guy.
That's assuming it is a Fae.
It's true.
It
It might not
seems
be.
like it's in their purview, but
I don't know if it's definitely Faye, but I'm not there.
Faye, Sodom.
That's a good question, though. Could the Dormouse know of something that's not a Fae? Since the astral touches but isn't the same?
That's an actual point, actually. If it were a Fae, surely it would be taking them into the Feywild rather than into a pocket dimension.
possibly, unless it's holding them there temporarily. And it needs to keep them in the still here for some reason.
For some reason.
Back.
Sorry?
Fae lore count? Because that was a really interesting question that you just asked.
Do you want me to make a failure check or?
Do you guys having that conversation? And anyone listening to the conversation?
Okay.
So you wanted a Fey lore check? Gran's Fey stories, okay?
Graham stories.
That's what you call it, law.
Oh, that works. If you're out there listening to the conversation.
10 on the failure check.
I got a 9.
9. Just realized we may have actually called the Fae or Graham's.
No.
Well, that's not what the rest of us are calling it.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I have a 9 and a 10. It's just you two out there talking at this point.
I think River and Mac are out there. It's August and Morgana who've gone away. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Mac will be paying more attention to what's going on with River after she put her bloody fingerprint on or thumbprint on the Fey globe because he's protective.
I don't know how much information Grad's going to be able to have for us because I don't think Grad knows what a pocket dimension is.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
She would
she'd
shake
be
her
stashing her
finger.
apron. She'd stash in her apron.
Okay. River, did you want to throw one in?
I'm waiting for what happens with the bloody thumbprint.
Do this really quick and then I'll do that. The short it. Well, I can do that. Nothing seems to happen with the bloody thumbprint.
I think that this requires something a bit more metaphysical than your blood. Although blood is a strong communicator and it can be used in magic ritual quite a lot to, affect the person whose blood it is. Hence, I wouldn't go just leaving it anywhere. But I think this is going to require something a little more in the astral.
16. After probably being, I'm going to guess mad or angry that the thumbprint didn't work. But you can tell me if I'm wrong on that part. You realize that in part, the same reason the thumbprint doesn't work is the same reason that maybe smashing the snow globe won't work is it's not about what you guys want. The deal isn't with you guys. Something you've touched on before, the deal's always been with the child. I will say for Weymont, because of your magical knowledge too, you're totally leaning towards that. Is it a pocket thing? Is it in the Fey realm pocket thing? Is it in the astral? Much like there's some bleed between the real world and astral. Is there some sort of possible bleed between the Fey world and the astral that's similar but different? And does that does that even apply here?
Ooh, boy.
Getting needlessly metaphysical around here.
More so than usual.
It's way out of my wheelhouse.
That no one seemed to care for my suggestion that what you really need is Henry. Brainwash the child into believing it's what it wants.
No, we never need Henry.
Oh, but Henry's coming.
Listen, when your suggestion involves brainwashing children, it's probably not going to happen.
Guys just don't like thinking outside the box.
Nope.
I have a perfectly good box for Henry.
I mean, I do have persuasive logic as a spell.
Pine,
Oh no!
pine box about 6'5".
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Are you going to logic him into doing what you want?
I'm just saying I have the spell. I'm not saying that's what we should do.
Just because you can, you should.
Right, and
Sit down, kid. It's time for logic. Right.
I think it's what August and Morgana are actually going to be attempting in the other room. Will be attempting at this point in the other room, just not using magic to co-opt their emotions or mind.
Right, so let's hop back
Reason.
over. See how that discussion is.
So,
Okay, so which of you is starting and who are you starting with?
I will have suggested to Morgana before we went back into
yeah,
the room that if we try and reason with Peter
yep,
and explain to him what we're doing and why we are here in the first place,
nice, yes,
and try and appeal to his reason rather than his emotion. I'll let you start because you know him better.
indeed.
But that was my thoughts as to how to tackle this.
Yes, and hopefully, if we can bring him on side with our way of thinking completely, and if Simon hears it, it may help convince him. And
Yeah, that was my thoughts or hopes.
it may be helpful at some point because, as far as you understand it, you've experienced something similar to this entrapment. When we get to the appropriate stage, you can do that. Peter is aware you've been missing for a year and a half. He's been one of the people who's I've talked about it more than others. Not a lot, I'll admit, but he knows he knows you've been missing for a year and a half, year and a day. So let us see. So we'll step through. Morgana will say, Peter, Simon, I think it is best. I'm sorry we've had to rush into this, and it's all perfectly horrible. There isn't a lot of good in any of this situation. I think it is best if we explain how we got here and what we know about what's going on, and then you can at least understand as much as we do. Our colleagues are working on trying to find a solution to this problem. Morgana will then launch you to an explanation. I can try and do it all in character if you want, but I will just be attempting to recap the last 3 sessions.
Okay. I think we can just go and you recap in a friendly, less scary the last few sessions.
Just pointing out how I'm trying my best to explain how we came to each of these conclusions and what we think and all of that. Conversation or diplomacy?
I will be assisting as and when is appropriate for August to chime in, as it were.
Yeah.
You're tag teaming it. Like it.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And he's listening very attentively. And maybe in part because he feels better because of what Mac did. He's taking it all in and trying to grasp the idea that the children may not be as unloved and lonely as he thought. But he still seems to be under the belief that they're still going to die. This way they live forever. Why is that not good? We can build snow forts.
To explaining that she deeply wishes that is the truth, that if it is the truth, then they would be happier there. They should be allowed to choose that, but that she is not entirely sure that something that goes about its business in this way, in such an underhand manner, that seems that it could be tricking him, is telling the truth at all times.
Or has good intentions.
Or has good intentions. Just because someone says something, it doesn't mean it's true. And if it was a creature of good intentions, it would have made sure, it would have approached the families and offered to take the children to somewhere where they can be happy or where they can be looked after, so they don't have to worry about them, where they can be happy and healthy and
So I think August's
lovely.
point are with them because so far everything that the adversary in this case has said has been true. And childlike for both of you is well, adults don't listen, so why would you ask adults?
Not all adults listen. You are right, but just because, well, the most important part of this is the one bit you don't know whether it's true or not, whether you will go and live in a happy place forever and get to play till the end of time. And that's not. It would be wonderful if that is true, but I'm not sure.
Patient 54. They're
Yep,
fucking.
it was a D12. One of my D12s rolled ridiculous.
Maybe I should
Well,
just ban as a whole. Okay. See that?
yeah, one of my D12s topped out twice, and the other D12 involved was an 11, and then the D6 wasn't half bad either, so it was a ridiculous roll.
Oh, I see. This
Sometimes
is,
that happens.
and I see. Guys are now banned. Yes, Brad. Nigel's 26. I pulled Nigel's really good 26 in diplomacy, and you feel like you guys have swayed. How can I just ask them like tonight if this is what they want, and then they can stay?
It would be better if they could be brought out and we could ask them all in person.
Because you
What you
don't think
write
I'll.
in the. I'm scared that this creature, if it hears you asking that question, might not let you back out. I think you might be able to write all of these other boys being out of the globe and in this room in your book, and it would happen. I think it's a thought, and I'm gesturing that my friends outside may have better thoughts of this, but if it all proves to be benign and pleasant and nice,
I could always, if they wanted to, write them back.
it's worth checking because we've taken the book off him, haven't we? So
You guys have the book and the
yeah.
ink. So what his
If
question
once,
is if they wanted to
oh,
go back, could he write them back into the globe?
if we are wrong and this isn't a horrible thing and they want to go back and you want to go back, I would completely understand why you would want to do that. And if it is really a dream come true,
Right. He, because of
I
some spectacular damn roles and some very good role
yeah,
playing, has agreed to write this. Do you guys want to let him word it, or do you guys want to word it?
we'll let's go and I say let us go and talk to our friends about this, see if they think we could get this to work, and we will work it out. And we want everyone to be as happy as possible.
Okay.
Thank you. I will give him an actual friendly, squeeze, hug in the manner of
Yeah,
a genuine person, clearly.
and it's not
Of the day.
everybody. I mean, the
Yeah.
only stranger really to him is pretty much August at this point.
Yeah.
So very appropriate. You guys go out in the hall.
No. Gentlemen, Simon has been convinced that he could write into his. Do we think him writing into his book that the other children come out of the snow globe, be in whichever room he's in, would free them?
To be honest, I think that children left to their own devices are young and don't have fully formed brains yet. So, to be honest, I think if you asked them whether or not they'd like to play forever, they'd probably say yes.
Yeah. Oh, they probably would, but I'm hoping that our actions here in pulling the children out of the globe will attract the attention of the creature that's doing this, and then we can deal with him.
Possibly, but Nigel, where are you?
Here.
Nigel, Weymont will take him by the shoulder and shake it a bit. I've had an idea.
Morgana takes several steps backwards.
Nigel will pick up the snow globe. This is like a picture box. That's the reason that smashing the globe wouldn't work, because we are not seeing what's actually inside the globe. We are seeing an image of something elsewhere. See?
So this is just a projection of wherever the children actually are.
Exactly. So if we can use the link between this globe and wherever they are, then perhaps we can trace it and find out where they actually are. Because if this is a picture box, then it must be linked to the location.
So then that would make the journal the key to the gateway.
Exactly. The journal is definitely the key to that. It's almost like a, how can I put this? Like a facilitation, like a method that is used to put them in the place that is shown on this picture box.
And we get that to work for us in reverse.
Exactly. We would have to get it to work in reverse.
So Simon writes the children come out of the globe, they come out.
One would assume so. But we can't
Excellent.
be 100% certain. Just maybe like about 89% certain.
So where do we perform the experiment?
Well, I think we should do it in somewhere familiar. You know, to the children.
For Simon, the most familiar place would be his bedroom.
I was gonna say, so you guys are gonna go to the Arctic or Antarctic poles. There's lots of snow. They're very familiar with snow right now. London doesn't have it.
It's fine. We'll just find a mage with a cold spell. He can make it snow. It's fine. Anyways.
Also, August and Morgana, did you see the note that I put in the chat?
One of those things. A headache with pictures.
That's, if it's not malevolent. Yep.
But it's the thing about, I'm just pointing out that that's your guys' phrasing on what you were promising him, Peter.
Yep.
And apparently, grandmother would tell you that phrasing matters.
Now, here's the thing. At the end of the day, this book obviously takes these people to this place that's being shown here. So, if anything happens with the book, if it was to try and say transport someone there or bring someone back, it must open the link between there and here, right?
That seems to make sense, yes.
So, in that case, if we were to try something, even if the children didn't come out, we could perhaps figure out the link, as it were, and figure out where in the astral they actually are. Because if there's one thing that this book definitely does, it's open a door to the astral.
Yeah. That all seems to make perfectly fine sense.
I can't help
However,
but in my mind liken this to an analytical engine.
both of you have the very solid point of if it's what the child wants and the child writes it, it should work to get the kids out. Okay, Brad.
Let me finish the thought. I can't help but in my mind liken this to an analytical engine. If the book is used to issue commands, it would need to it would be linked to an authentic user. If the child is the authenticated user, then it would have to come from him. Anybody else trying to issue a command?
I was working on that principle.
You and your analytical engines. It's magic.
Yes, it's
Always
magic,
analytical engine.
Yes, it's magic, but it's symbolically linked, and trying to put it into other terms.
Look, if I type a sum into an analytical engine, it comes out with the answer. I don't know how it works. That sounds pretty magical to me.
Yep.
But the ink is also linked with the book, so you would need to have the book and the ink written by the child. You have to have all three to authenticate to issue the actual command.
The ink is the link to the creature that's doing this.
Yeah.
The ink is made by the creature.
Yes, but the creature is the one facilitating this, so they're all linked together, and they all need to be brought in unison in order for the command to actually go forth.
Speaking of which, we do
I don't
have
think if
access
he
to the
wrote
ink vault.
even if the child wrote in the book with a normal pen, with the normal ink, I don't think it would work.
Oh,
Well, in any case, to answer your question, yes, I'm 89% sure that that if the child wants the children to come back and writes it in the book and believes that they'll come back, then they'll come back. So, let's go and try it, shall we? And you and I, Nigel, we will keep an eye on things in the astral plane and figure out what the link is, yes?
I'm in favor of that. It's just we're going to have to be prepared.
All right.
Let's
Preparations then.
While you're preparing things, we'll go and explain the exact plan to Peter and Simon.
89% sure with a 10% margin of error.
Where's the other 1% then?
The 1% it just doesn't work at all.
The other 1%
well, yes.
is when the dice explode.
Okay, just to make sure we're all on point, these are things that you guys are pretty sure of. This is a two-step authentication. You need the ink and the notebook. Child must write it and believe it.
Yep.
The ink was definitely made by whatever this fake creature is. Children are in some sort of pocket dimension attached to the astral or fey astral. Actually, Brad, I like that hands better. So, do you want Peter to write it himself, or do you want to help Peter with the Simon? Sorry, the child, Simon.
Yeah.
Do you want to Simon with?
I think it is better for Simon to write it in his own words. With,
I think you'll have to be careful, but yes.
Yeah.
So is this the start of Simon Says?
Yeah.
Simon Says, get out of that
entire
snowball.
thing has been an awesome joke to get in Simon Says. They all failed. You're the only one who caught on.
Sorry, I've been emoting. Rather than thinking of cheap puns.
So, Nigel, another question. Do you think we could use the ink to summon that creature, since it's intrinsically linked to it?
Quite possibly, but I doubt that we're going to be able to convince the child to actually write that.
Oh no, I'm not talking about writing it. I'm talking about drawing a magic circle using the ink, which seems to be never ending.
No, us doing it.
Yes.
I don't think either of us have the ability to summon.
Yes, I suppose that is a big problem.
Theoretically, if we had someone who could summon, I absolutely think that's possible. But we would need a medium.
Well, we do know a medium.
Ew.
That poor girl.
Wait, and actually a rather powerful one. For all the good that that's worth. All right. So you guys want Simon to write in his own words.
In his own words, but give him a brief on what he's to write. Talk
Okay.
to him about what we're going to get him to write. But I think he'll believe it better if it's in his words. And we'll let him pick the room in the house he wants them all to come and see first. That seems the best plan, as long as Peter's okay with that.
What are the parameters you want to be in the bonnet? Do you want
all
to
the
make
children?
other than where the children go?
The children all arrive here so that they can play with Simon in his house, or something of that effect, arriving safely and properly as they should be here. I don't think,
Do it.
August. The children arrive safely in one spot that you guys predetermined the spot. Here,
Yep.
probably. Anything else, August?
Can't think of anything.
Yes, I would laugh if this creature was like 10 inches tall.
And it looks like now you forgot.
That's why I was talking about having the children as they should be here properly rather than miniature.
Oh, yeah. Properly and not in miniature. In his bedroom. Safe.
Yep.
All right. Am I forgetting anything that is important to have in there? During noting, Peter starts to write.
Yep. Simon starts to write.
Sorry, Simon. I'm so very tired. I apologize.
That's okay.
You'd think I would know their names. But and he writes in his own words, which tends to look a lot like, I really want my friends to be here so that we can play a game together of, I don't know, cricket. In the sun,
Rounders.
here at the family estate. So they all need to be healthy and the right size to play cricket together. He stops and he looks up and goes, does that work?
Yes. I think so.
And he puts a date on it. And then he looks at you rather expectantly and says, does it happen now or do I have to be asleep?
I'm not sure. Does it usually happen when you're asleep?
I mean, I first see them, but I'm in the snow globe in my dream.
But I think
So I
that's
get
how. I think
Because
that's how you go there, so maybe?
new children don't arrive, as far as he knows, until he's asleep. You might remember that I think all of the children were taken in the evening, at night, that
Evening,
type of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So it may be a just after dark or some such, or we shall find out.
I do have the sleep spell. I think this is, from the wording of the sleep spell, practically the only situation it would work in.
He doesn't feel very sleepy. He's not felt this good for a long time, and this is a lot of excitement.
Can my friend Weymont put you to sleep? He has a magic spell for it. He's been itching to use it because he's never found a good the right situation for it.
Literally, the spell says that they have to be sleepy already. It probably wouldn't even work in this situation.
Just give him a shot of whiskey like a real parent, then.
Oh. Hey, between us we have all the tools.
like seriously, the sleep spell is just it's just awful the way it's written. It's like the target must be at ease and able to sleep, not presently
I
active.
think if you get 2 successes, you can make some of that go away. Extra successes. We're gonna alter that because I kind of agree with you. At the point of a sleep cell, you could already sleep.
Yes, like they have to be they have to be just sitting, lying down, and able to sleep, and not presently active.
You know what it
That's
sounds
very
like
good.
to me, Chris? You know what that spell sounds like to me?
What
Call
does it sound like?
fish!
So,
Does that require
unless
you to be in a fish tank?
point of order,
That's the
as
spell
you
in
guys
Call of Cthulhu, and it's you have to be standing in water where there are already fish present, and you cast the spell to bring a fish forth.
I'm just saying, Brad. I don't know who wrote that spell, but that spell is silly. It's not even magic. You might as well just stand them and give them some lemsip or something.
unless there is someone who wants to negate, I suggest we do the wonderful executive order of we rewrite that to make it a little more useful.
Yeah, no,
With one
absolutely.
extra
I know I didn't
I
draft
would
that,
suggest,
so I am fine with making that change.
2 extra successes. So if you can get 10 above his target number, he doesn't even have to. He doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be laying down. Like he doesn't have to be at ease and wanting to sleep. He doesn't have to be laying down. So if you can hit 10 above, I think you can make him go to sleep anyhow.
Right.
and
I
I think
will
that's
make my
fairly.
spellcasting check.
I completely understand where Chris is coming from in his reading of that wording of the spell, but I would suggest if somebody's sitting down and relaxing, even if they're not specifically sleepy right now, because they can go to sleep, they would work on them. It's definitely not there to stop you going, ha, we're being chased. He's now asleep. Because it's to avoid
that's
an
the
instant
thing.
kill.
That's how it should be. That's what you use
Yeah,
a
I
sleep
think the
spell
word,
for.
I think that I think the wording is a little there, but yeah, I think it's getting everybody who's just sitting around chilling out to just go, and they all nod off. It would work with the Hand of Glory concept, so that's fine by me.
We happen to have the line developer.
Yeah, like I said,
Line
as the line
developer.
developer, I did not draft that spell. I am fine with rewriting it so that it makes sense. So we're doing live errata right now.
How many of your actual players can do that, best of the internet?
I just put
So
in
we're gonna go with
or
that. We don't
make it
need
an
the
effect test
we're just
and hit points like damage for sleep.
All right. So does a 12 beat his spell defense?
yes.
Right. Okay. In that case, I will make an effect test now. And the effect
Okay.
test, according to this, is I want to say willpower. Will
Rank
plus
plus willpower.
Probably rank plus will.
yeah, will plus rank. It says.
It's usually
So that
what it
would
is.
that'd be will, which is 7 plus the rank of the spell, which brag spellcasting, which is also 7s. That'd be 14. So, any extra successes in the spellcasting check or no?
One.
One extra success. Okay. In that case, it'd be 15, which would be a D12 plus 2d6. That's fine. Right. Okay, so the effect test gets a 22.
Young man drifts off to sleep. Peter, the older brother, picks him up and starts to carry him upstairs to his room.
Follow along, because he was
So
summoning him to come to his bedroom.
because he summoned the kids. Well, unless you guys stop him. I mean, he summoned the
Nope.
kids to play with in the bedroom.
I
Yep.
mean, that's fine. He can. Yeah, that's cool. He can go.
So you guys are there, and it seems like an eternity, although it's probably less than an hour by the time he was actually out. A child pops up, and another, and another, and another, until all 6 are back. Confused.
Give me a second. Morgana's going to start deploying first impressions and start talking and trying to calm children
They're
who
not
said something very weird.
because they recognize each other just fine.
Yep.
They're not playing in the snow anymore. Where are they?
23 in a first impression. I will welcome them to Simon's house and introduce Simon's brother. And then introduce myself. 23 in a first impression roll.
I see. Very good. So they're like, Simon lives in a store. And when I was like, no, it's like that museum thing. Ah, he lives in a museum.
It's a very big house next to St. James's Park.
The one boy that was from the wealthy family had started to say something similar. He goes, where? Simon's a, and it's you see the mechanisms. His brain's working out that Simon is actually even from a higher family than he is.
Yeah.
He's the only one who didn't think that this wasn't normal looking.
Yeah.
Simon is still very asleep.
Can we wake Simon up now? I will say to
I think
Weymont?
Nigel and I are observing this situation with astral sight.
Yep.
Okay. I had the ferrets loose. I was looking to put them up, and I couldn't find Billy. He was curled up in one of the cat beds asleep.
Oh.
He bit. Go ahead. Go ahead, Weymont. He's easy to wake up.
Andy, because I've met the required ticks for it, I've put my conversation up. I think it deserves it after that roll.
Sorry. Weymont, I think you were asking if Weymont thought he'd be easy to wake. Weymont put him.
Well, first, we were
Oh, I'm
observing
pretty sure
astrally.
Yeah.
We
Well,
were
I've
observing
observed-
astrally just to see about the whole link thing. But if you are asking, then well, looking at the spell. Oh, yeah, it's really easy to wake them up. Also, you just have to like shake them, and that's it.
Excellent. I was thinking it might be something more complicated than that. You you've got dispel magic, haven't you?
Well, it says the result becomes the target number for a willpower test for those who put to sleep to awaken if provided with stimulus such as being shaken.
Yeah. So it's going to be quite tricky to awaken. So dispelling might actually work better. Dispel magic might work better. Right. We need to establish.
Well, you could also
if
just
the children are.
voluntarily end the spell effect, and then it's just then he's no longer magically compelled to be asleep, and then you just wake him like normal.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to bounce back because I see there are tests. Mac, for you, it's a little bit of almost like that ozone smell when electronic blows. There's definitely a shift in the smell in the room as the kids.
For sheer role playing, Mac would be more concerned about running interference between whatever shows up and the kids, especially the sick one. The party can deal with itself, and they're better able to protect themselves. That's unusual for him, but that's how he'd be.
For Weymont, and it's like you're seeing these bright flashes in the ash. And it's a little blinding and disconcerting and almost, oh, yes, just go wake the child. Yes, yes, I'll do that. Much nicer. For Nigel, however, sure, everybody on this table rolls crazy shit all the time. Those bright flashes aren't just bright flashes. It's in an, or I guess, scientific analytical way, it's almost like a star, and that it's like maybe a star going supernova or a flash where it has a starting point and then gets bigger and brighter where you are because it's exiting where you are. Those bright flashes are the children coming out of the pocket dimension. You are beyond a reasonable doubt sure of that. That you actually see them, not for a sci-fi term, but being out.
Can I tell where the pocket dimension is? Like, do I see any sort of tracing or anything like that?
Make a magical theory test.
Let's try this. $17.
So you think about light movement and doors opening and closing. You're sure that there's a start point and an end point. But what you're concerned with is that it was just you couldn't see it.
You were breaking
But
up
that
there.
doesn't, you think it's just so fast you can't see the start and the stop clearly. That doesn't mean there isn't a start and a stop, which means it should be able to be traced and or slowed down so you could follow it. But maybe not with what you have right now. Make sense? Can I be heard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll describe what I'm seeing. Waymont's probably going to be the only one that can really pick up on it because he's the only one that can really see it. Mac was able to kind of sniff astral, but doesn't have the vision aspect of it.
What? Oh, right. Yes, of course.
So there looks to be a point of origin, but it's so fast we can't detect it.
That speed is also a little bit of a tell. Not that I'm saying that the astral plane obeys any kind of laws of physics that we're aware of, but It would suggest, being so fast, that it was somewhere nearby. Astrally.
Well, either way, do we see any signs of the creature showing up?
No. You with Simon?
Be safe to wake Simon up. He has a game of cricket to play.
Before you do you want to see if it's inside him?
I mean, how does he look astrally?
It'd be really interesting for you to look at Weymont, because you've seen him before astrally, because you've been in astral while you've been here. But now you see your signature, which maybe you knew about or didn't, in your spell, interposed on his astral pattern.
Yes. It was the one I was
So
going to cancel in a moment, but
I didn't know if he'd ever thought about that. Like, his spell would have a signature.
yeah.
Well, there would be some sort of symbolic linking to it.
Something like that, yeah. So, but no, you don't see anything outside of what you had seen before.
It seems perfectly normal to me.
It's a very good question from August in the chat. Is there a Simon figure in the snow globe?
No.
Because he wasn't asked to go play with him in the snow globe. That's probably it.
That would be my thought.
But I like the question.
I think it's a very good question. I'm not knocking the question. Question was good.
No. It was one of those, let's check that. That's a very good point. I
It
wasn't
was
sure
just a
either
thought
way.
I had.
Yeah, no, it's a good thought.
I was just like, it would be sod's law that all the kids were now in his bedroom and he
Yeah.
was the only one in the snow globe.
Who has the snow globe?
Probably either Nigel or
Yeah.
Weymont, I would have thought. Because they
Yeah.
were the last people to have it, weren't they?
Yeah, they were gesticulating with it.
Yeah, Weymont probably still has it.
It's hot.
Weymont will put that down. It's very warm
It's
to the touch.
an angry looking.
Angry looking.
Children?
It was really pretty with little kids playing in the snow, right? Now it's just red and angry and hot.
Morgana is going to usher the children out of the room and get Peter to take his brother out of the room, because this is the bit where it gets really exciting. It starts to get really exciting. It might be one of the bits where it starts to get a little too exciting.
Well, he does try the chivalrous thing about, but you would be here and he should, protect you and things like that.
Sweetie, I'm better at sword fighting than you. We've checked.
Actually,
It's a very chivalrous look.
I'm thinking it
He
may
does
be
look
better
like-
if we were the ones to leave and not do this in the room.
That's reasonable. Maybe borrow the ballroom.
Let's get out on the lawn.
No, that's Royal Park.
We get accused of poaching.
Either way, let's go outside or get to a large room where we can do this without people. Yeah, that's a much better plan than me chasing the kids out.
So you take the snow globe off to the ballroom.
It's going to be my suggestion in the house, because essentially this house doesn't have a large garden. It's next to a royal park. For those following along at home, if you look at St. James's Palace at Google Maps, you can see exactly where we are. Not St. James's, Lancaster House, which is next to St. James's Park, among other things. Oh, it has a bit of a lawn out back. I double checked. It has a bit of a lawn out back. Let's go there. Either way, somewhere with a decent amount of space.
Okay, so you guys head out?
Yep.
Okay. By the way, Nigel, speaking of your anti-fey parrot, he is all forms of aggravated right now. It's not even just agitated, he is aggravated. You can, even through the painting, you can almost feel his talons like he is. He's looking for a fight.
Yeah, he's gonna get one here soon.
And before you quite totally make it out the door, so Weymont, you're gonna need a will check, or you're gonna have to drop that snow globe.
I mean, I already put it down, so
Well, how are you?
Well, no,
Getting out of the room,
we were
you need to-
dragging it outside, so you would have had to pick it up again at some point.
all right.
If no one else wants to carry it, Mac will.
I
That's
would
fine.
just,
Bundle
as we're
it
getting out
up.
the door, I would just chuck it.
Bundle it up in a jacket or something, or a blanket, and then we can get it outside.
And if we're lucky, the fail will arrive with a blanket on its head.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good. Let's do that.
With that little extra padding, you get outside before basically the blanket is on fire and it is just too much to touch anymore. Unless you want to try to will to hold on to the on fire thing.
Well, I mean, just putting it in a jacket or a blanket. I thought.
Yep. Let's just get it out.
On the ground.
Yep.
Awesome. And from the fire, this is your own fault. Is a creature. Oh my goodness. I swear I'm almost there. I'm going to back up in your all's chat. That looks a lot like this. That Drew posted. Krampus-like figure holding, and the base of
Yay!
to be the base of the snow globe.
It's entirely Drew's fault. We knew it.
Yep.
Yay!
No, you're ruining it. Ruining it all.
Who's the anonymous platypus?
Me, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Are you an anonymous dinosaur?
I must be.
And there's also an anonymous dolphin.
Yes.
So that would be me.
Google Docs, they're great. Yes, I'm terribly afraid ruining things is one of the ruining things for bad people is one of those things we do.
Granting wishes, not bad. The smile on its face makes that a lot less believable.
And what's in it for you?
The smile on its face gets a lot more toothy and icky looking and reminds you of that scene in it where the clown smile goes to the whole like anglerfish shark looking teeth thing?
Yeah. Great. Now it's Krampus played by Tim Curry. Ooh.
I mean, that would have been badass.
Yeah, but,
I mean, he did play the devil in Legend, so you know.
but in other circumstances also, ooh. Depends how Tim
Just
Curry's dressed, I suppose. Um,
Is it time for Plan River?
I'm
I
slightly
think it
surprised
is.
River hasn't shot it already.
Yeah. We were just sort of everybody sort of just looked at River.
Morgana's
that mean-
keeping his attention.
Div,
Is it that time where we get to roll initiative?
that's what I think you're saying. Can I be heard? I'm muted.
Yep. We can hear you.
Initiative.
Woohoo!
Yay. All I've got is unarmed combat. Oh no, I've got firearms, sorry. I'll take that
Shoot
back.
it, we're shoot it.
Just shoot it. It's so close you can't possibly miss.
It is a little pistol he has. Oh, it's a medium revolver, actually, kind of.
But it's initiative.
Initiative with my deck step of 7. Super.
Yeah, same.
9, 17, 42, Hades.
Ooh.
Go River.
That
20.
that initiative, I was always going, oh my god, what am I going to do? Wait a second, I've got a gun.
Yeah, he doesn't
Wait.
do combat, alright.
Weymont, I think you're okay. Oh, 42 starts.
I don't know. I think it's River with the 42.
52. Yeah.
Yeah, 42 starts.
Yeah.
22 to hit.
All right, you hit. Oh, raises. You have 1 raise.
That's +2. So that's 18.
Are karma dice D6 in this game?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
What was your total?
I have not rolled my damage yet. I had to look up what
Oh,
I'm
it's
rolling.
okay. You're good.
26.
26. All right.
As she steps up and squares up with her battle axe.
Weymont, the 20.
Yep. So I think for my turn, it's gonna have to. I want to cast a spell.
No, we don't do that here. Thank you. That's not how that works. My bad.
I think the best idea here is to bind it. So I will be doing that. The difficulty for that is like 6. So, okay. Let's go. I'm going to throw some karma on this as well because, well, for obvious reasons. 4, remember. 35.
Yeah.
Against the target number of 6. Default effect is will plus 4.
Is that target number, or does it go off of its
No,
magical defense?
it's got a difficulty of 6 only. It says it's not magical
Really
defense.
weird. Why wouldn't it be
Myth-
magical defense?
Oh wait, no, it does say magical defense. Why does it say 6? I'm gonna rewrite that.
It's
There we go.
technically still succeeding, but the amount of extra successes is different.
Yeah, so the magician makes a spell entangles. The magician makes a spell casting test against the target's mystic defense. If casting a spell in a group that has whatever. If successful, the target is entangled and takes the penalty of the magician's rank plus 1 for each extra success to all actions that require freedom of movement. The magician makes an effect test, the result of which is the target number for the target to escape the binding. And this will require strength rather than for anything else, because it is actual physical chains that Weymont uses.
Okay, so you bound it. You have 3 additional successes, so that means he's entangled for the next 3 rounds, 4 rounds,
So the
and the strength has to beat your.
duration is rank plus 8 rounds.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what
It
are
makes
your?
an effect.
So it's 12 rounds, and I have to make an effect test now of will plus 4 to see how difficult it is for him to break out of it.
Okay.
So I will do that. So my rank is 7 plus 4 is 11. The extra
It,
successes add on to that, by the way.
no,
Yep.
extra successes don't do that. It takes a penalty or equal to your spellcasting rank plus 1 for each extra success on all actions that require freedom of movement.
Right. And I just roll my I just rolled a step 11 for the effect test. Is that right?
Yeah, and that, which sets the difficulty for it to break it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Right. So D10 plus D8 for that then. And there's the D10. Where's D8? There it is. Oh, it's D8. It's Andy's favorite.
Ban dice from the table.
Right. So to break out of that, it would require an 18.
And it is a standard action for it to break, I think, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which means it can tie up some of its actions. Marvelous.
You aren't going anywhere.
An 18 to physically, and it has to be a strength test 18 to get out of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or it takes a negative 3 on all actions.
Negative
What's
3,
your
Nick.
yeah
Sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
spellcasting rank?
Spellcasting rank's
Or
3.
Weymont? Your spellcasting is only rank 3, right?
No, it's 7. Sorry, it's 7. Rank 7.
7 plus 3 extra successes, was it?
Yeah.
Yes. So
So
it's
10 minus 10.
ooh, anything it needs to move.
Yeah.
Well, you people. Okay, 1 second. You're what did you name the parrot?
Polyhedron, I believe. Oh no, it's Hedron because it's a poly who is Hedron. I seem to recall was the name.
Adrian. Okay.
Hedron or Hedron, which doubles as a reference to the actress from The Birds, which, given it's a dangerous bird, is I think a good double joke.
So yeah, Hedron takes off and basically launches off your shoulder and charges at this thing. Yeah, pretty much. Flying at the looks like a compass right now creature is going straight for its face. And it seems to have like a glancing blow off the side of this creature monster's head. And now it's his turn. For the eyes. All right. What is your physical defense?
Who?
Yours, Weymont.
My spell defense, or my mystic defense, rather, is 11. No, sorry,
11.
12. He better not have to move to do this spell.
You don't always have to move to cast a spell.
Yes.
That's one of the things about horror powers.
You have to move.
Please don't skin shift him. He looks very nice as he is.
That's 2 to 6.
Remember, you can use. You might be able to if you've got resist magic. Chris, Weymont might be able to use that to resist any spell casted in.
Well, to be honest, I don't think the mages get resist magic at this level.
It's on. It's definitely on the list in some point in Journeyman, I think.
Because it's definitely something I would have taken, and I never noticed it.
No, I think it kicks in Journeyman options. Give.
And you get blasted with what you really, maybe, but physically, but not, but yes, for 17 points of damage.
Oof.
As this thing just evil eye blasts anger and pain at you.
Does physical armor or mystic armor apply?
I would say mystical whip.
I have 3 mystic armor.
Woo.
See, now it's only 14.
And that's
Do
still
you need
wound, but you know.
or have a wound? Do you need to make a wound effect test?
I wouldn't know how.
What's your wound threshold?
I think it's 10.
If it's 10, you don't because you did take 5 more than it.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
So you get to save rate standing in a manly way.
All right. And then to throw nastiness on the nastiness. What's your mystical defense there, Morgana?
Morgana's mystic defense is 9.
3 extra successes on you. Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome.
I really need to pick up the resist magic.
To Candy. That is 20 points of damage. Yeah, your armor, your mystical armor would count if you have any.
okay. That is a wound. And is beating my wound threshold by 12. Let's see if I can remain standing. I do not. I will fall over.
And it just roars. And you can tell it's it's pinned down by Waymont's spell, but it is angry and seething, draining against that. All right, so there is. Make sure I don't miss anybody. I believe that puts more.
Mac
No,
on 17.
and then Morgana.
Yeah,
Mac?
Mac then.
Get
Oh,
him,
we
Mac.
added that. Okay. But we'll put Mac in.
You ready for me to go?
Yes.
Okay. So the first thing Mac is going to do is he's going to stomp the ground with his hooves and then realize he only has feet and boots, but that's okay. And then he is going to battle bellow at the monster and charge it like a minotaur. And so on his battle shout test, he rolled an 18 versus its social defense. Each success is a -2. That's a simple action.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And
what?
then, go ahead.
And what else are you doing?
Okay, and then I'm charging and using frenzy to declare I'll take the strain for 5 attacks, and I will lay into him with my blade. Okay, and as I understand frenzy in 1879, you declare how many you're going to do, take the full strain load, and then you keep rolling to hits until you miss, and then you lose the rest of them. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. All right, so that is going to be versus his physical defense. Okay, and the first attack, ooh, nice 10. A 10, a 3, 13, 21, and a 6, which I'm going to reroll, and a 6, which I'm going to reroll. So 6, 21, 27, 33, 34. Does that hit?
Yes.
Perfectly delivered, Andy. Just
So is there the like in Earthdawn where it's +2 damage per
yeah,
extra success?
that
Okay.
is.
All right. So my
melee weapon, yeah.
okay, and then I have crushing blow, so I'm going to pay the strain for that as I lay into him with the sword. So how many extra damage do I do? He starts at step 25. So what do I do for the extra successes?
Or you got 2 extra successes.
25 goes to 27, goes to 29, which is a d20, a d12, a d10, and d10 and a d8. Where's my d8? Where did it go? I have another one here. That one. And then because it's crushing blow, I think I can spend a karma.
You can.
All right. Let's do that. Oh, geez. Wow. Okay. 20 and a 14 makes 34, 38, 43, 46, 51. Is he
Mac is
wounded or
doing the
knocked
thing he
down or
does,
any
beating
other?
the thing into the ground like a tent peg.
So bound, I don't know that he can be knocked into the ground because he's magically being held in place.
Okay. Well,
However,
I continue.
you can
I
totally wound a bitch. Saying.
Okay. All right. So the impression I have is like for the scene in my head, he's like wrapped up in the magical energy stuff. Mac goes charging into him with a sword, slices him open, and then while he's held up by the magical stuff, he just keeps chopping, slicing, and turning him into butchered meat. That's the flavor of this. So for attack 2, it's going to be the frenzy attack dice again. And I still have karma, I think. Yes. How many do I have, I think? Oh yeah, I'm going to blow through it. I'm going to keep going. All right, so we're going to go to D10 and D6. Okay. Attack number 2 is a 9, 16, 17, 18. Does an 18 hit? His physical defense.
No.
Okay, I lose the rest of my attacks. But did he take a wound from the first attack?
Well, he definitely looked better when he first showed up. Let's give you 50
Yeah.
some up damage and see how you look. Look good you will not, says Leota. On top of the other two. Well,
Right.
I
no,
will, however, Mac would give him a nod of respect for being that hard to hit.
For tanking that.
remember, you got 2 successes on your 35.
Oh,
So,
that's true. So it's 25 I'm looking for. Okay, cool.
not a
And
bad.
then I think that's it. No, let me just. I don't do a lot of these in this game system, so I want to make sure there's no other simples. Battle shout. Oh, I forgot to roll my maneuver on the guy. I'll do that next time. I forgot about it.
Yeah, get him.
Morgana.
Morgana will spend 2 training roll 7 to bounce to her feet, and then try and stab the creature. That's looking quite good, because that's 7, 13, 21. 27, sorry, 28 to hit it.
28 does indeed hit.
And no extra successes, because you said that. It's damage. 11 damage.
Okay. Everybody hates my monster, but I see how you're going to be.
Yeah, but
No.
it was. I'm sorry, it was kidnapping children. That's never going to win it over to our side, really, is it?
Blah, blah, blah.
I will then, as I stab it, point out to it that it's the least terrifying goat I've ever met, since it looks like a goat. 10, 16,
Yeah, get him.
19 on a taunt against its social defense.
Savage.
That is
Okay.
reduced by the battle
To give it
bellow.
-1 to -1 to all action tests per success for each success. So for 3 rounds.
Bunch of
I do like.
haters.
I do love those debuffs on the big bads. They all just add up and make the party safer.
Yep.
Nigel. And then August, I think.
Then August. Yep.
All right. 13 did not hit. Taking us to August, I think. Sorry, it's hard to look back and forth sometimes.
Can
We
I
do put a lot
actually
of
shoot
stuff in the
into
chat.
combat?
Yep.
Okay. I will attempt not to shoot our friends then. Okay, here goes. 2d10. Put the armor in because, it all helps.
Please don't shoot us.
12.
Shoot them. Great for me.
Sorry, say again?
I said absolutely botch and shoot one of them. Mark will be fun for me.
No, do not want.
Hopefully a 12 doesn't hit my friends.
It does not. Also doesn't hit the Krampus-like creature.
Mhm.
Taking us back to we had to re-roll because of tiger stuff, right?
Yeah,
You'd
and
think
yeah,
it being bound would make it easier to hit.
yeah. It's also now harried because me, Mac, River, and Hedron are in close combat with it.
Didn't I
Another
clarify?
-2.
I fixed that with all sides. My bad.
Yeah.
Alright. We have new. I have an 8. One
Get
from
'em.
darn old initiatives.
Everybody's rolling initiative again? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Tiger strike.
I am Tiger Springing again. Do they have do you guys have stances in this game so I can go aggressive or?
Yes,
Okay, and what are the mods in 1879 for aggressive?
same as Earthdawn.
So plus 30
Minus-
minus 3. Okay.
Yeah,
And declaring aggressive stance and using Tiger Spring.
Okay.
I'll go aggressive as well.
6, 17, 18, 19.
I took that. I think that's everybody's now.
looks like it. Yeah.
Alright, Mac, you have the initiative.
All right. I am taking my strain load of 5 more, declaring my frenzy for 5, and hopefully I get some good rolls here. Okay. And wait, gotta go back and check my numbers here. Oh, sorry. It goes up by 3 for the aggressive, as I understand it. So
Yeah.
that goes to that, which changes it to these days. Boy, it's a lot easier with an API. Sorry, check that. Make sure I get the right numbers. Okay, so that goes to that, which makes it these, but then I add this, and I do this. Okay. Oh, 12. I love the D12. 12 reroll to 4, which makes 16. 2 5s on the D6s makes it 26. The 6 makes it 31, and the reroll on that makes it
32.
the 31 becomes 34. A 3 on the reroll on the 6. Okay.
Mac, 26 plus
Yeah.
6 is 32.
36 plus 6 is 30.
Or 26 plus 6 is 32, not 31. I thought you
12
said
plus 4 is 16, and 2
Yeah.
5s makes 26.
26.
And 6 makes 32, which makes it 35 in total.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that do to damage?
I think that's two jump
It's
up.
that's
2 extras, right? So the crushing blow is step 25, goes to 27, goes to 29. And then the aggressive makes it go to 32. Okay, so these 2, and then where's my D8s? These 2, and then I'm spending karma. Oh, nice. A 20 and a 9 becomes 29, and 9 makes 38. 2 makes 40. 7 makes 7, and 1 makes 1. So 48. Does it take a wound or need a knockdown? Oh, it can't be knocked down.
but I can still be highly annoyed. Does that count? Count.
Yes,
Yeah.
Andy, we understand you're highly annoyed.
Okay, and then
By
I go
some-
back and then
Kill him.
pay this. And then I do attack number 2, D12, 2d6. Where's that? Okay. And then I get karma, spending another karma die. 11 and 6 makes 17, 18, 19, 20, 6, 26, and 3 makes 29. Is 29 a hit?
Yes.
Yes.
And are there any raises for 29?
No.
Okay, so then 25 goes to 28 for the aggressive, which means it's
Stop, he's already dead.
No. Let's get it properly, Dad.
Okay. Oh, Andy, the D12 is rolling hot here. So 12, reroll the 12, and a 6 makes an 18. 20,
12.
20,
That's easy.
39,
12 you get a different
40,
one.
43 damage on attack number 2.
Perfect. Hell.
Okay, so now attack number 3 of Frenzy
Yes.
is 12 and 2.
It,
Oh,
Max,
lovely.
no, he's a paste.
10, 18, 24, 20, 28 is a hit.
yep.
Okay. No raises?
No.
Yep.
Okay, so that is a D20. I love this little chart. D12, 2D8, 2D8.
That's why I love that Phil Swift so much. That's a lot of
so
damage.
10 and 17, 27, 34, 43, 48 damage.
Okay. Noted.
Was that 3 attacks or was that 4? I lost track.
That was the third.
That was,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so let's do attack number 4. So that's D12 and that's these. Oh my gosh, my dice are hot. So an 11 and a 5 makes 16, and 4 makes 20, and 6 makes 26, and 4 makes 30. Are there any raises on the 30?
1.
Okay, so that's step 29 damage. D20, D12, D10, D8, and a common dice. 21, 23, 24, 27 damage that time. And now the 5th attack.
Oh my fucking god.
Is,
Son of a swear, it just
oh, that's awesome. Anyway, so that's 12, 17, 24. Reroll these 2 dice.
So, dear listeners, bear in mind, 20 is broken as a spell.
35. 2 raises.
Yes.
I was joking about the whole tit peg thing.
20, 3d6. Okay. Okay, a 19 and an 11 makes 30, and 3, 5, 7, 39.
39, you're slacking, Mac.
I'm slacking off. I know.
It's almost as if he knows he's dead.
Mac's bleeding out of his ears for whatever it's worth. I mean, that was a lot of shit, but
I don't care. You turned the guy. You turned the guy into a freaking puddle.
So much
At what point did we start sympathizing with the child kidnapping evil fairy? Just check.
Right.
Sorry. I wanted to do this at the end of the round just because felt like the dice were hot. Andy, at the end, as he's hacking and he finishes up his frenzy, Mac will throw his head back and bellow like a bull right in the thing's face of whatever chopped up mess is in front of him. So I want to battle shout his ass.
It gets +5 to its social defense for this.
10.
The second time.
Or is it dead?
Oh, good. The puddle gets +5 to its social defense. I'm sure it matters.
And I rolled a 14 versus its social defense. of whatever's left standing.
It's a very defensive puddle.
That looks like it's melted.
Emotional damage.
May I do a little role play at the end of all of this? Is it dead?
Run away.
It is not in a live. It is no longer in a live state. After I bellow at the remains, I will shout to the Fey mice, say, "Mama brings the meat."
Ew.
Ugh.
I love that. That is wicked and dark, and I love it.
I mean, I hope the Feymace like their meat finely ground.
It's easier for them to.
They've only got
It's
little
roughly
mice.
chopped.
They've only got little mouths. Come on, they're mice.
Well, hey, I need you to roll willpower.
Me roll willpower? Oh,
Damn
that's not my. That is not my big forte, but I will roll my d8,
it.
and I get a 2.
You felt a tingle there for a moment, but you're not sure what that meant.
Yay!
Yay!
As long as you people have been rolling tonight, it could have worked. Could have.
Yeah. And also for role playing, I want my Celtic tattoos to all be going. My eyes glowing red. I pant.
We're all sure Mac's on our side, are we?
And then you apologize to River, who I was pretty
Yes.
sure was going to kill it, possibly, or at least come to. But you apologize that River didn't get even a second chance.
I
We're all
see.
still.
Actually, no. Have you seen Pacific Rim, the movie, the big robot movie? You know, at the end, you got to shoot it one last time because just to make sure it's dead. Mac turns to River and says, "Make sure it's dead."
Morgana will turn to Weymont and say, "Given we're the ones still standing, I'm going to go yes."
Good, frankly.
Peter comes out of the house and it's like, is he okay? And we're just like, yeah, he's just Scottish.
Nice. And because this is what Mac would do, covered in blood and all the gore, fairy gore crap or whatever, I would like to, I believe Morgana was wounded, and that's who Mac is bodyguarding. I am going to use glowing healing hands covered in blood and magic over you at the end of this whole thing. So that is that with that. So I rolled this. Ooh, something like Steve Morgana. Got a 6 on the D6. That's 9, 13, 14. Healing hands.
14, that beats my mystic defense with a raise.
Do I roll it? I don't know how that works. That was an Andy special. What do you want me to do?
Ray should be able to make you do a little bit better healing. So
Okay.
go up 2. It's like reverse damage. That's how we're going to go
Okay,
with it.
so cool. So do I spend a recovery test for this? Or is it working like the heal spell?
You know, let's talk back to the table. I like it more like a heal spell than the recovery test, but how do you guys like it? The recovery test better? So it would be your recovery test, but you get the +2?
Yeah. I'm happy either way because you're the ref.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, mechanically, it makes sense either way. So whatever.
So we'll do the recovery test +2.
+2. Okay, cool.
And then Mac will apologize to Morgana for letting the creature get to her.
I put myself there, dear. I survived a year without you as a bodyguard. You don't need to worry. Ow.
Weymont just sort of looks up and goes, right.
I grunt.
Morgana will look at him. Well, not about that. Ooh, nice. I will heal 11 from your heal spell, and I'm going to drink one of my healing potions.
And Waylon, did you get trumped by the thing? Didn't it burn you or something?
It blasted me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, have some heal. All right. I didn't get as good a roll for you, but I got a 9.
Okay. Is that 9 back or what?
I don't know.
No, that's a recovery. As long as that's meeting your mystic defense, it's made
It
for
doesn't meet
recovery
my
test.
mystic defense,
Yeah.
sadly.
Yeah.
You're too convinced. Doesn't do much.
Anyone got a towel?
Anyway,
I'm sure Peter has a couple of them.
Or would it be a teat owl?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hey.
And we brought it back.
Clever
Morgana,
listeners, that requires the stuff that we talked about beforehand because we chose to do the educational half of today's episode before starting recording.
yeah,
Well, it's
Okay.
usually what we do.
yeah.
I know.
We were discussing our favourite sorts of owls. Right. Morgana will clean her sword and go and give Peter and the children the good news and break it to Simon once he's awake that it was a horrible fairy that tried to kill me.
Well, you don't look nearly that bad, so I mean,
I'm very hard to kill.
I know. I was teasing.
Okay. Yeah, but that's going to be Morgana's question if she gets asked that question. But yeah, she took a wound and she won't. While she's taking healing for it, she's not bothering tidying herself up for this delivery because she's aware that we'll have probably a better
So there, it's a mixed reaction of both yay but not yay, and
yeah,
it's not just from Simon; it's actually all of them. Because
yeah,
remember, they felt very alone.
yeah.
Oh, they're going to be separated.
No, Morgana will then spend some time talking to Peter about getting the children back to their families and possibly suggesting that clearly this is something that made Simon happy and it will be good for all of the children if they all have playmates. So them
And
coming around here regularly for play dates and educational stuff might be good and certainly will help Simon have the
you guys,
happiest time he can have for the rest of his life.
To be
you
honest, I
guys are
think we're going to have to pay Peter back for property damage.
Peter
in.
can afford it. He's a duke.
No, he's not. He's the son of a duke.
Okay, he's the son of a duke. Whatever. He's it
That
still
reminds
counts.
me. So was I right? Joel was a herald.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. So, what are those of you outside doing?
Do you think that the mice would eat the whatever is harming Simon?
Eat the cancer?
Take a mob.
River and Mac can have that conversation while Mac is getting towels and cleaning himself up and walking the perimeter around where the snow globe shattered, making sure there's no smell of magic anymore. It's all dissipating. It's just battlefield gore, which he's pretty inert to. And then I'll wait outside for the Fey mice to come up by and feast and clean up because I think this creature was definitely delectable negative energy for them.
We don't know. It's the sort of thing the mice can feed on.
You know, it's kind of bad that snow globe shattered. That would have been a fascinating research specimen.
Oh,
If necessary, we can get a mirror and Mac will call them through the mirror if they don't hear him otherwise. River, do you have anything to add to that to make sure the cleanup's done?
Nope.
Do you guys want a sample of the Fey blood?
That would
Here's
be
a
useful,
towel.
actually.
I passed Waylon a towel dripping in it.
Weymont, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
okay. A few points of order. One, it's in a lot of the smaller pieces that seem to be soaking in the ground. It's appearing much quickly than normal things would. Two, you've always used a mirror to bring things forward or backwards with the Fey Mage. even if it can hit, which goes to 3, it seems to pull negative energy off of objects. Which leads me to 4, and I believe it was Weymont who had said something about it's too bad it shattered, right?
Oh, so
Weymont,
you want bits of snow
Weymont,
globe?
Weymont,
And you finish.
Yeah.
you do a perception or investigation or something like that.
Perception,
August is
Awareness.
out,
investigation.
can as well.
Oh no, he's gone inside away from all the gore and fame ice nonsense.
So just
Probably
Weymont.
for the best.
Sorry.
Would this be an evidence analysis?
Well, no, because you have to find it to not to analysis it.
Awareness.
So just awareness then.
Yeah, awareness,
Okay.
awareness, that type of thing. Not everybody has awareness, although I think you all do.
19?
19.
19.
Did, but the space of the snow globe was the candlestick it was holding. The candlestick, base of the candlestick, still there.
I'll take that.
Now, whether you keep it, get rid of it, feed it to the mice, I don't know. But you find that.
I want to run some tests on it. I'll take it and we'll see.
All right. So at this point, there's some minor chaos because 7 boys running amok anywhere. Trust me.
Yep.
Chaotic.
Morgana will do what she can to help Peter with it. Also, there's probably household staff, so you know.
Absolute agreement as far as the other children around to be near side, i.e. play dates.
Yeah.
He does catch you alone
Yeah.
for some quiet words that you can make up in your own head. Friendly, like
Yeah.
previously noted. And 2, is it over? Is really the main question he has.
I hope so.
I
Keep an
believe
eye.
so.
Anything strange happens, let me know. Because that was in private to Morgana, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, we've got the book, the ink, and the remains of anything else. We'll.
Actually, that's a kind of interesting point. See the ink. Is it like the blood? Is it similar?
At what scale are you testing that? I'm not
Well,
saying
just
no. Are you just
for
looking at it? Are you touching it?
well, I mean, just first off, just on appearance, right?
Blood seems to be red and ink was blue.
Right. So the blood is red and the ink is blue. Are they astrally similar?
Sure, give me your astral.
Okie dokie.
Just because I'm being an ass, magic theory while you're at it.
Oh, magic theory. Oh no.
We all know how afraid you are of that role.
I know, right? Okay, so on the astral, I got a 20. And on the magical theory, I really should put that up because my god, it seems to be my most used stat skill. Whatever. Right. So on the magical theory, I got 27.
So, yeah, there's something in the signature that is reminiscent of each other.
Hmm.
Maybe not a perfect match, but something in the signature pattern definitely is related to, akin to?
Aha. Fascinating. I think I'll need to run some tests on this.
All right. What are we doing now?
Mac has one final thing to do outside, if this is an appropriate moment, which is I did want to make sure you saw that I took a horn from the Krampus as a trophy at one point. And then the other one is, I guess I would probably finesse this through Morgana if she's willing. But Mac would say, I've always been taught, or yeah, I guess this would be Mac's voice. I've always been taught that when you kill a Fae, you have to honor them in their place, or bad things happen. And so traditionally, I would suggest that where the Fae came through and all that blood and its death occurred, that the house create a garden there of plants that the Fae love, in order to honor and make sure there any lingering repercussions are minimized.
I don't know if that's a mechanic we
Yeah,
want to
pretty
introduce because we haven't done that before with any of the other Fae we've dealt with.
Yes,
Okay.
we have done it before, and honestly, this Fae was kind
We-
of awful. So, you know.
The last Fae
I-
we fought, we executed in the street. It would have been hard to make a garden without the city of London getting upset at us.
Well, I would be concerned with a house with kids coming in. This is just Max values, that particular process be tidied up in accordance with the fairy tales and the legends. They can do what they want, but I want them to know that. Morgana, you can.
Yeah, Morgana will suggest digging up all that area of ground that it died on, and digging the soil out and getting it replaced with a nice floral arrangement.
Okay.
Gardens are good.
Everybody likes gardens.
And removing all the soil that's now soaked with Fabelin and having that delivered to the tower so the Grail Knights can keep an eye on it just in case. Just sounds prudent.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
All right. So, you're keeping the blood on the tower?
Yes, gonna keep that to do some experiments with it. Some magic experiments.
And
Some
you have the
magic
ink
experiments.
and the base of the was snow globe candle. You have that.
Yep.
Peter is calm. Simon's in as good a shape as Simon can be. You also have the journal. All right. What do you guys want to do now?
Were all the other parents notified? Is that all sorted out?
I think we were covering that as part of the thing. So yeah. That's
That
it.
was
Okay.
Weymont come to this, but
Well, Mac
fairies
wants to go
don't
back.
possess things. You're thinking of ghosts.
Fairies are adaptable.
And in this period, do they have good Indian food in London, or is that too early?
Just about, yes. Yeah. The first Indian restaurant has been opened at this point. I can't tell you whether it's good Indian food, but
I think we need.
it's around.
I think we need to celebrate with some shawarma.
Yeah, at this point, it's probably authentic Indian food.
Mhm.
Unlike,
Yeah.
what we have now, which is not.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is the sort of Indian food that was made for the British, which is starting to look a lot more. Because essentially a lot of Indian food as it stands now, modern Indian food in Britain, is essentially the recipes they made for the British people who asked for gravy with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Shawarma's Middle Eastern, not Indian.
Exactly. That's the key.
And I'm going to say you guys are probably tired. Are you going back to the office to store things first, or home and store things in the morning?
I think. Oh,
Probably should take it back, right?
I think
Get a vault for all this
I would do a
stuff.
check-in at the office and then head home, take a shower, come back, whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, we'll need to
Whatever
write a
we're-
report as well, because
You're gonna
Maybe
bust this
Nigel
thing
was
wide open and then fill out the necessary paperwork.
Yeah.
I think Nigel was from the store it how. You don't know if they can do anything else or not yet, anyhow. How are you planning on storing it? And I really feel like Nigel would be the one to think of that type of logistic. How are you storing the blood on the towel? Are you storing the ink and the pen in the same area, separate areas? What is your guys' plan for all of that?
Like I said, I wanted to run some tests on it. Just, you know.
Well, for the moment,
This
with what we'd have immediately available, I would say just put the towel in a jar. Something that we can seal off from the air.
Yeah, I put it in a jar. And, you know, we can sort it later. It'll be fine.
So you're putting the towel in a jar because that way it'll stay as kind of good, I guess.
You just
Yeah.
you know, the physically you will seal it off from the air and anything else around it, so that it can't dissipate. Nothing else can come in and contaminate it. Symbolically, you're closing it off and containing it. So it works on both of those levels, and then we'll figure out how to test it or whatever later. We'd have to like put it in a centrifuge or something to separate the blood from the towel.
Yep.
On it. I apparently have not read well enough. They have a vault.
If they have a vault, then they've got the Tower of London.
The Tower of London is not necessarily a magic-proof vault. And there are some concerns that there are other things that live in the Tower of London. So I'm not sure they want.
I'm saying
Listen.
we need a vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fine. We're gonna have it dealt with by top men. Top
man.
Old IT.
Oh, that is a
episode-
great Raiders of the Lost Ark quote. That's awesome.
But I was going to say there's an old IT crowd episode where the Mosh has the whole fire thing at his desk and he's trying to send because he can't remember the new jingle for 911-836-652.
No, it's 0118-999-88199 9119-725 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
And
yes,
he's
I
trying to put it
actually
out with
have
fire
that memorized.
show that said that didn't work, made in Britain. So
Yeah.
Put this over here, put the rest of the fire.
I now own 2 IT crowd shirts. I have the box, the internet, the box, and I have another one that like says on Mosh on it. And have you tried turning it off and on again? All the IT crowd.
Reasonable.
So that's why I just want you guys to in character, out of character, however that wants. I'm not going to step into it. What is it you want done with these items? How are they being stored? Yes, Morgana, absolutely. You are helping with all of them kids and scheduling and planning that stuff.
Yep.
Maybe in quiet moments, kind of commiserating with your friend who you didn't realize until tonight things were this bad.
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys want an out of character and then an in character conversation? What you're doing with the stuff? I think that's probably best.
Probably best, yeah. As
Well,
I said, I don't exactly
out of
have a
character,
lab at the moment, but I would like to run some experiments on it.
well, if we do have no other place to put it, let's give it to the Fame Ice and have them keep it in their little reality, so it doesn't hurt people here. And then when you want to use something, if they haven't eaten it yet, you can get it back. Put it in a jar. We'll tell them don't touch it, but it's at least one option. I don't want to leave it around. What's the nice lady's name in the office?
Miss Price.
Yeah, I don't want
yeah.
to risk or anybody else running into the shit. Or pardon me. I know you've never heard that term before. Running into the material. So protective is good.
I think it'll be fine. I think we will be just fine.
So does our
Thanks.
GM.
So you're keeping, I want to make sure I got it right. A towel, the bloody towel's going in a jar, and the jar's going to the dormouse, told not to touch it, and the candlestick vase.
What didn't we have shards of the snow globe to feed the mice with?
Nope, there are no shards.
Okay, so it's completely gone. Okay, we'll find something else for them to eat. We'll go for
The
takeout.
stick, the ink, and notebook.
Yeah.
Don't
Yep.
all of you start with bunch of ideas on what you're doing with those items? Very hard
Yeah.
for me. At a
Well,
time.
I mean, I told you I was going to run some tests on them.
Yes,
I
but
want to work out the
no,
properties of these magical items.
I guess that you're going to run tests. How are they being stored until you run your tests?
Well,
Iron
we could
line box.
buy a safe if you want, like a big safe. A big evil safe.
Your plan is to get a big safe, put them all in the one safe.
And separate lock boxes made of iron.
Separate iron black boxes. Yes.
Well, you don't have any iron lock boxes yet.
We can buy those. Those are buyable things.
I don't know that you can get them right this minute, but they are. I think you can get within a few days. They're not crazy hard to get. It's not like true cold iron where it has to be like forged by, max.
Horseshoes tied to everything. Everything is horseshoes now.
It's all the way down.
You're a mad scientist. You can build the Torchwood Vault, right?
I'm not a scientist. I am a magician.
Who's
Okay.
working on being a scientist?
Nigel's the scientist.
Oh, Nigel, you take care of that, would you?
Nigel, do the thing.
You're the master of all
that
this
calls you
mechanical stuff. And I have to
I shall
help you! You, the master of the stupid stuff!
So, okay. Here's the idea then. Here's what we shall do. Nigel, we can together get ourselves some boxes, put them in the boxes, and then ward the boxes. And then put the boxes in a big safe.
I was gonna say, then put the boxes in a bigger box. Then put that box in a bigger box. Then mail it to ourselves. And then when it arrives, we smash it with a hammer.
Well, I was
like
thinking
that
that
plan.
we could put them all in separate boxes that are separately warded, then put them in a safe and ward that, and then drop it in the sea.
I like the idea of putting them physically not together, but that's just my comment. You
Listen,
do you.
if they're not together, it's harder to experiment on them. Look, just let the professionals at this. We got this, okay?
Grunt. I will grunt.
Okay. The plan is the bloody towel goes in a jar, lid on tight. The other 3 items, you're going to commission iron boxes, and you're going to ward the boxes, put those in the giant safe that you are also commissioning, and ward that. And then maybe or maybe not, when you're done experimenting, drop it into the ocean.
Yes.
Do I have it right?
Yes, you have that correct. But I mean, obviously, we probably don't want to drop it into the ocean unless if we can avoid it. Like if it's not like obviously evil, if it's not just gonna if it's gonna sit there, then we might just let it sit there. You know?
So you're going to keep an eye on it and then decide whether it goes in the ocean.
Yes. Keep an eye on it is the best idea.
Over the next couple of days, while you wait for your iron boxes and safe to be delivered and installed in the basement with some fancy, like, Nigel type magic where they like lift your house and put it in and put the house back.
Well, I think a
Great.
first thing to do actually would be to like maybe draw a circle around it and just ward it that way until we can get the boxes. Because if the boxes are going to take a while, we need some temporary measures, right?
I think it's a good idea, but that's why I'm asking. So you're going
Yeah.
to ward alt it?
Yeah. So Nigel and I can work on some wards for it. He can do his technological stuff, however the heck that works, and I
Yeah,
can draw
I
a
don't
magic
really have
circle around it.
wards.
I can draw a magic circle around it, like like a like a professional mage.
Do
I'm
you
sure
have
you.
ward?
Well, are you talking about an actual spell?
I think there is a spell called ward.
There is actually an actual spell called warding. A
Ah,
ward.
Interesting stuff. Let me check and see if I have it.
Set ward, it's called.
It's called what? Sorry.
That ward.
Set ward.
Well, I don't have that one.
so you the Grail Knight because they might be able to ward.
Yeah, I'll ask for some help from the Grail Knights. And while I'm asking for help from the Grail Knights, I'm also going to learn that spell because that sounds useful.
It's a great way of teaching. Next person who needs to learn how to make wards, you'll have to go and teach.
I was gonna say, you're gonna have to go watch. Learn the spell maybe. All right. Everything set then? That's the plan. Feel like it's a good plan. Well put out. Well put out. Um, the next couple of days, we'll possibly do some rolls on your experimentation research. Mostly getting it worded, except 1, 3, 4, 5. However, going home one night, I need an awareness check.
From who?
River, luck of the roll.
What was that?
I need an awareness check from you.
Da-da-da-da. 2d8.
Do your best, Trevor. We believe in you.
26.
You swear you saw Henry on the roof across the street watching The Office.
Sorry, you cut out the what?
You swear you saw Henry across the street on a rooftop watching The Office as you leave the night, like 3 days later or so. Oh, 3 days later.
Just like out of the corner of my eye.
Yep. By the time you're absolutely convinced, you can try to make a run, but you're not going to come the door with much. If I remember correctly, your character is the one who, well, at the time was probably the most susceptible to Henry. Also, luck of the dice, you know.
He only blinded me.
You what?
He only blinded me.
Yeah, see? You guys are like best buds. You're sure it's fine. Contact everybody because I'm guessing you do, but you know.
River would be researching the most painful bullets.
Most
Yeah.
painful. Is
Would
gonna
you
break apart.
research that? Somebody takes the gun and shoots you. Okay, now how much did that bullet hurt? All right, now let me get the next one. Do it again.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Science!
Scale of 1 to 10.
We're just gonna
How
keep shooting over and over and over again.
the Princess Bride? I'm just going to take the years off your life. Make you work.
She will inform the group that Henry was watching The Office and obtain express routes.
Okay.
Matt was here for Henry. I don't remember if you explained Henry to him, but I will give
Yes.
everybody a perception awareness type of check to knowing that Henry is back in London. See if your kid needs the news.
I get a
Reese-
7. A whole 7.
I'm happy to roll like awareness, but I think I would probably just check in and let them know he's back in town after River tells us and see if they have any intel. But you want me to just roll awareness?
Sorry, checking with you.
Okay. Awareness. That's this dice. There it is. Ooh. Okay. I got a 14.
Who are you checking in with?
The
Your
gentleman who,
people?
yeah, I'll get his name. What's his name?
Your-
Who's my hand?
Grail Knight or your people? That's all I need to know.
Oh, the ones I write letters to.
Your people.
Yeah, James McDonald, Quartermaster James McDonald.
I assume you're going to write about all this anyhow. To your
Oh
brother.
yeah.
All right. Everybody with above a 10, knowing that he's in town, notice a ring of thefts, all centered on the dock.
Oh,
But
what?
it's not
Sorry?
me. That's the docks.
Isn't that where we got the dead bodies and had to go follow up on the barge and shit? Is it the same docks or different docks? I don't know.
A ring of what?
Yeah.
You broke up a lot there, Andy.
So
Not that I see
Yep.
it as August, obviously.
yeah,
What days are we rolling into this?
this is day. He saw 3 days after. So this
Okay.
is day 4. You guys are talking about it. It would be the same docks of the
So this would
docks
be
of the
August
dock.
9th then.
It's all on the same river.
Yeah.
There may be several locations, but since several of you are aware of Henry's previous adventures, it's not for you to go, oh, these crazy weird thefts have Henry's signature all over. But weeks, there's been a theft off the docks of some freight that elsewhere was there and that nobody took and nobody saw walk away. Once
Sorry,
once
go ahead.
everybody, not every,
I'll wait. Go ahead.
nope, about 3 days for the last 2 weeks. That's it.
Okay. Mac will reminisce with what I remember which is there was a bunch of equipment and materials that were going missing. They were being shipped by barge. There was also creatures from the grove that we think were like velociraptors that were being shipped around. And then I think there were missing women or body parts being found that we didn't connect to the velociraptors. But then we also know there is a miasma over London that the characters that didn't spend a year in the Fey realms are oblivious to, but we coming back saw the difference. And we think that he's building something or doing something. We don't have enough.
We
don't know what the elephant looks like. We just know what the tail looks like. And that was all involved with it and Henry, correct?
we don't know the nasty magic. The dark feeling is tied to Henry. We don't know the bodies in the Thames were tied to Henry.
But we do know the Velociraptor scratchy boxes and the mad science crap on the barge that was missing.
And some weird stats and people not remembering boats had been there. That was Henry.
Okay.
He's a bastard, not our only supervillain.
He's not Moriarty at this level. Okay.
Who knows? We shall find out.
Well, I think August should investigate.
Give me the ledgers and I will.
I'm going to end it a little early because my voice is it. So, but
I think we're at an appropriate moment for it anyway.
Yeah.
So there's 700 for everybody, an additional 200 for Mama's bringing home. Comment. And there was a comment in the thing. I had to refind it. No, maybe I'll find it later. Somebody put something funny in here. I was trying to find it. The Mac, Chris, with the Mac truck. It'll be fine. We'll just have Mac carry the truck. It'll be a Mac truck. You get 100 for that because that's funny as shit.
Seriously? All right, fair enough.
I thought it was funny. You tickled. And so, any questions, comments, throw things at the GM before we go?
No, I think we're good.
Next session.
Next session. Oh wait, that's a good because I think that it is. Isn't that during Fredonia? Did we get it up on the thing, or did we have to
if
pull
we're
it?
doing
it's
2 weeks, that was the weekend before FredoniaCon.
Then we should be peachy. Yeah, so everybody double check to be sure.
Everybody good for the 22nd then?
How about this? It's my birthday.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's your birthday. Do you not want to do that on your birthday? You got other things to do?
Can I get back to you and put some friends to see if the plans after all or not?
I just want you celebrated, you know?
Yeah, celebrate your birthday. Goodness.
Yeah. Hey,
We'll be glad to be silly with you on your birthday. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
But just if you like, I couldn't possibly spend the whole day at the spa eating plates of strawberries and champagne and whatever, you know. So that's all good.
Oh, nice. All right, give me 2 days and I'll have an answer. Stuck with a couple.
All right, I will pencil in the 22nd as our next game with a question mark.
All right. Hearts, all of you. I'll say goodbye.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for running, Andy.
I will go ahead and get the recorded stopping. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.